So, hello, I am Marina Gwen Buduan and I am joining you for your science class. I hope na marami akong may tuturo sa inyo. Ayan. Welcome! Are you excited for your very first lesson with me? Kasi ako am very excited. Pero kinakabahan rin kasi it's my first time teaching. Kaya ngayon pa lang, sorry na kasi hindi talaga ako marunong magturo pero I'll try my best to teach you guys. Ayan. So before we start, I want you to make sure that you have the following in order for you to take down notes. Very important kasi yung pag-take down notes kasi it would help you for your review, on your review. Ayan. So, tatlo lang naman, pen or pencil, kung saan ka mas komportable, notebook or any piece of paper that you can write on, and, of course, your module for today's lesson. I only have 2 class rules. Hindi ako stricto. I only want you to listen and take down notes. For our objectives, by the end of the presentation, I hope that all of you will be able to identify mixtures that can be separated through evaporation, identify the process of separating mixtures which uses evaporation technique, and apply the evaporation technique in everyday life. Obvious naman na, diba, sa objectives natin kung ano yung topic ngayon, which is evaporation. Pero more specifically, our topic for today is separating mixtures through evaporation. Before tayo mag-start, I want to define some terms for you. Sana doon yung evaporation. I know that siguro marami na sa inyo ang nakakalam kung ano nga ba ang evaporation, pero let me define it again for those who can't remember. So it is the process by which an element changes from liquid to gas or liquid to water vapor. It is used to separate mixtures which involves heating the solution until the solvent evaporates, thus leaving behind the solute or solid residue. Alam nyo ba kung ano ang solvent at solute? Kung hindi, ang meaning ng solute is yun yung nade-dissolve, while yung solvent naman, yun yung nagde-dissolve. Mamaya magpapakita ko ng example. Pero yun nga, heat is the main factor that causes evaporation. Di ba nakikita naman natin pag, example, nagpapakulo na yung mama natin ng tubig. Di ba may nakikita tayong smoke or usok. Yun, that is the liquid that turned to gas or water vapor. Kailangan rin natin, di ba, ng apoy kasi kailangan ng heat para magpainit ng tubig. Ayan, evaporation is a kind of physical change. Meaning, yung liquid to gas, that's a physical change. A kind of physical change. Ayan. These are some examples and illustrations na nakikita natin sa ating everyday life. Ayan, yung pagsasampay nga, diba? Diba pag nagsasampay tayo, kailangan natin ng sun. Kasi yung heat from the sun, yun yung nagdra-dry sa mga damit natin na basa. Kasi, ayun nga, ina-evaporate niya yung tubig, kaya after some time, magiging dry na yung mga damit. Same goes with your kape or Milo. Mas magandang Milo kasi for you guys, it's still unhealthy kung mag-inom muna kayo ng kape. Ayun nga, yung smoke na nakikita nyo pag merong mainit na tubig or Milo, that's actually the water that is evaporating. Ayun, kaya nga pag nagtagal, parang nababawasan, diba? Kahit hindi naman natin iniinom. Same goes with your, pag nagluluto kayo ng noodles nyo, pag natagalan masyado pag natagalan yung niluluto, diba? Nababawasan yung soup ng noodles nyo. That's because the water or the liquid or the soup is evaporating. Okay. So, alam nyo ba kung anong tawag dito? It's actually very fascinating and amazing. Amazing talaga. This is called a salt flat. Diba? Have you ever wondered how salt is produced? Yung mga nilalagay natin sa ulam natin. Yun. If not, so I will explain to you kung paano nga ba. This is one of the natural ways how to produce salt. Let's start sa seawater. Yung seawater, it contains two substances, which is, of course, water and salt. So, paano nga ba maihihiwalay yung salt sa water para magkaroon tayo ng salt? That is through evaporation. Meron naman tayong sun for our heat. Kaya yan, nilalagay nila dito yung seawater. Sa una, hindi to ganito. Like, it's pure liquid. It's pure seawater lang talaga. Pero after some time, dahil nga nag-evaporate na yung water, ang matitira is yung salt. Ayan. And ganun din to. Dito mag-evaporate yung water, maiiwan yung salt, iha-harvest nila, lilinisin, tapos, ayan, isto-store nila. Yun lang. It's very simple, pero pretty amazing yung nagagawa ng evaporation talaga. Ayan. Our next term is yung mixtures. Alam niyo ba kung anong mixtures? It is a material which contains two or more substances that are physically combined, meaning hindi nagbabago yung properties ng mga substances kahit pinaghalo-halo mo sila. Okay? Some examples are, of course, yung sinabi ko nga kanina, seawater, your orange juice, yung tinimpla mo, water and powdered orange mix. Tapos yung Milo, tapos yung tubig. Ayun nga, sabi ko, diba, yung solute at solvent. Bale, sa lahat ng illustrations na to, ang solvent nila is water. Kaya nga tinatawag natin ang water na universal solvent kasi marami siyang nadidissolve na solute. So, ang solute dito is yung salt, dito yung orange powdered mix, tapos dito naman yung chocolate powder. Ayun. Sana na-gets nyo. Ayan. Seat work. Madali lang to. It's very easy. Pero isusulat nyo lang ang E if it undergoes evaporation and N naman pag hindi. I-flash ko yung mga questions and pwede nyong i-pause yung video for you to answer. And after nyong i-answer, i-flash ko dito yung mga answers, yung mga sagot. Ayan. So, i-pause nyo lang. So, number 1, burning paper. Number 2, cooling after sweating. And number 3, watching television. Ayan, i-pause nyo lang. Ayan. Number 4, drying of sand after rain. Number 5, writing. And number 6, salt making. Ayan, super dali lang. And you can pause it if you want. And I hope you answered it. Sana pinos nyo. Kasi it serves as an exercise rin para matingnan kung na-understand nyo nga ba yung mga pinagsasabi ko. And ito na yung answers. Sana inansweran nyo muna bago nyo tingnan yung mga answers. Ayan. So, burning paper, N. Ba't nga ba N? Diba? Hindi siya nag-undergo ng evaporation. Obviously, kasi wala ngang liquid na involved sa pag-burn ng paper, diba? Ayan. Kaya, hindi siya nag-undergo ng evaporation. Cooling after sweating. That actually undergoes evaporation. Diba, pag pinapawisan tayo, tapos pag nahanginan or nagstay under the sun, pag nahanginan nga, nawawala yung pawis natin, tapos sobrang lagkit na natin. That's actually evaporation. Nawala yung pawis natin because it turned to water vapor. Watching television obviously does not undergo evaporation. Drying of sand after rain. Obvious na to na nag-undergo siya ng evaporation because of the word drying. Basta pag may namaga, ganun. That's actually evaporation. Yan. Writing, no, it did not undergo evaporation. Yan. Salt making naman, kasi sabi ko lang kanina, yung process ng pag-produce ng salt, it undergoes evaporation. Talaga. Yes. Okay, sana nagawa niyo yun. Ayan. So, activity time. This is actually optional, pero I'd appreciate it if magpasa kayo. Kung may time lang kayo, pero kung wala, it's definitely okay. Dagdag lang to ng trabaho nyo, pero Pero may price kasi yung unang magsasubmit sa akin na 100 pesos load. Ayan, take a photo of a situation in your house where evaporation process is observed. Diba? Isend nyo lang sa Gmail ko na naka-flash sa screen. You can pause para makopya nyo. Or also, you can send it to my messenger. Mamaya ipapakita ko yung, yung mga contacts ko mamaya. Anyway, ayan. Sana may mag-submit, pero kung wala, okay lang din. Ayan. Ayan. Supplemental video lang. Sana panoorin niyo. Ayan.
So here I've taken some orange powdered drink and I've dissolved it in some water to create this orange solution. So here's your question. How could I separate this solution back out and get the powder away from the water? Take a minute, discuss that with your classmates, and I'll be back to talk about the answer. So one idea that may have come up during your discussion is using a filter. But you can see that as I take my solution and I pour it through this filter, that it stays orange. Nothing's being separated. That's because filters are used to separate water from insoluble compounds, things that won't dissolve. But because this orange powder is dissolved in the water, this filter is just not going to work. Because the orange powdered drink mix is soluble and dissolved in this water, in order to separate this mixture again, I need to remove the water. And I'll do that by placing it on a hot plate and evaporating the water away. So now that all of the water has evaporated away, I'm left with just that orange powdered drink mix left. So I was able to separate out the solution where a soluble substance had been dissolved in water by evaporating away the water. And that's how I would separate any kind of solution where a soluble substance had been dissolved inside water. I'm sure this is what you and your classmates came up with. Keep up the great work. I'll see you next time.
Ayun. So, sana naintindihan niyo yung video. Pinakita lang doon kung paano sineparate yung orange powder sa tubig. Ayan. For our summary, para tingnan kung natatanda. To summarize, evaporation is the process by which a liquid changes to gas or vapor through heat. Mixture is a combination of two or more substances that are physically combined, hindi chemically combined. And for lesson recap 3, solute is the substance being dissolved, while the solvent is the one dissolving. Ayan. So here are my contact details. You can always contact me if you have any questions regarding our topic for today. Sana hindi kayo maging intimidated. I'm very approachable, kaya yes, please contact me anytime kung may concerns kayo. Ayun, thank you for listening ulit, and I'll see you probably next week. Ayan, bye!